Hey there, beautiful souls. Are you ready for your general intuitive tarot reading for October? If this is your first time to this channel, hello and welcome. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you are returning, thanks for joining me once again. As always, please remember that not all messages will resonate for everyone, so take what does and leave the rest for someone else, because these are readings for the collective. If you haven't already, I would ask that you take a second right now to click the subscribe button, which is free for you and is a great way to support the channel. Also, if you are enjoying these videos and want to see more of them, then let YouTube know that by clicking the like button as well. If we take a quick look at the astrology for October, the retrograde motion of Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus might feel like a regression of old stories and people reappearing in your life. But it really isn't. So instead, use this as an opportunity to wrap up the past and take care of any unfinished business. This is particularly important if you are an Aries, Taurus, Gemini, or Pisces, as you will feel it and benefit from it the most. Now, on October 6th, we have a full moon in Aries, which inspires us to channel our inner pioneer and get ready to chase big dreams. When Venus enters Libra on October 13th, our romantic life receives blessings. Dating and friendships will go well for all signs, but if you're Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in particular, you'll get a charismatic boost. The new moon in Libra on October 21st might bring on a fear that reminds us of a little insecurity we may have thought we'd overcome. But this is an opportunity to truly rise above that challenge and show what we're capable and made of. These lunar vibes might feel particularly intense for Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorns. October 22nd marks the sun's entrance into Scorpio. The season of the witch begins now, and it's set to get spooky in every sense of the word. Over the next 4 weeks, a general sense of mystery might be felt in the air. And finally, on October 28th, the most positive and harmonious aspect of the month occurs when Mars trines Jupiter. Do you feel like taking a risk? The universe says to go for it. Those who act on their desires, especially Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, could find themselves in the right place at the right time. Now, let's see what other messages the universe has for you, so I'll catch you on the flip side of this video. All right, beautiful souls, this reading is for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign for the month of October. How you doing, Scorpio? And I believe some of you, at least the early degree Scorpios, are having a happy birthday celebration. Okay, you're certainly celebrating your birthday in this month, and I do hope it is a happy one, and I do hope you enjoy your time in this month of October on your birthday. What else happens in October is Halloween, and it's a time of year lots of people enjoy. I like Halloween. I've always enjoyed Halloween. All the dressing up and everything, but other people celebrated it different ways. In honor of that, I'm using my clarifier deck is the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot. So it has some Halloween themes there in my clarifying deck. But as I said, other people celebrated Halloween in different ways, like the Celtic and the Gaelic people. It was a time of celebration, yes, And it started on October 31st and would go into the 1st. Certainly that was when they started it. it was a time of harvest and reaping the harvest and actually celebrating the harvest. But it was also a time that they believed that, remembering that they live in the northern hemisphere, quite far north, and so the days were getting shorter. The darkness was coming upon them, and they believed that in that time it was when the veil between the worlds of the living and the other side, if you will, that veil was probably at its thinnest, or that wall between the worlds could be blurred a little bit, and it would be a really, really good time for them to be able to contact their ancestors. So I feel like so that they really felt like, this would be a good time for them to reach out to the other side, if you will. So let's get into your tarot messages and see if the ancestors have something to tell you in the month of October. All right, so as usual, I like to begin by giving thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they provide, and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Scorpio seekers. All right, let's see what they have for you, Scorpio. Can I have some cards, please, for October for Scorpio? Okay, you have the Moon card. You have the King of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. And let's see what else you got. Let's see, something flip? No, okay. You have the Sun card. Well, that's a nice way to end your month. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hanged Man. Okay. Interesting, Scorpio. Okay, let's talk about the Hangman, right? That's sort of the overarching energy. That's the theme, if you will, of the month, right? That's the card that says maybe you're feeling a little stuck. I don't know if you're feeling a little stuck or you're just feeling a little down, because I'm feeling a bit of both. So, because this is a reading for the collective, it's very possible that some of you are feeling stuck and some of you are feeling quite down. All right. So, why is that? I kind of feel like, Scorpio, that you're kind of feeling like either something needs to be sacrificed, something had to be sacrificed. Sometimes you have to let go of something and you're not capable of letting go of something. But some of you, I feel the complete opposite because of that, the Moon and the King of Cups there You're in a bit of more of a protective mode, and a mode where you're trying to just keep yourself from getting hurt, or a mode where you're saying to yourself, you know what, I just really need to be by myself. Solitude, right? You need solitude, or you're a little bit inclined to solitude in the beginning of the month. Now, what I have to say is, before I go any further, I just want to quickly say, if you look at these two cards, the first half of the month is one thing. The second half of the month is way better. So if you're feeling down, solitude, stuck, or whatever, that's in that first half. Things, get much better in the second half. And that makes total sense to me, because, as I said, that's when the sun goes into your sign in the second half of the month. So that makes total sense to me, that things brighten up. And particularly that you have the sun card there, i.e. the sun goes into your sign. All right. So that makes total sense to me. But I do feel in this first half of the month that you need some solitude. Okay. Now, I mean, I think you are known in the zodiac as the lone wolf. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure about that, but that's the message I'm getting, is that you're known as the lone wolf. And if that is true, and then that's not out of the ordinary for you to feel like you feel in those first 2 weeks. And then, of course, when the sun moves into your sign, things brighten up a little bit. But I feel for you with this moon card and this King of Cups, that the energy here is very, very strong. Okay. For that, you have this need for quiet. You have the need for just stepping back a little bit and not getting into the craziness of anything, i.e. That King of Cups has got it's got this ship in its hands, and if you look at this picture, it's holding the ship out of the shark infested waters below. Okay, so there is a need for you to protect yourself. There's a need for protection. Maybe you are protecting other people, but I feel more like you're doing this for yourself. That's why you're putting yourself into this environment of solitude. This is why you're stepping away. This is why you need the quiet. And that is rooted in that moon card. Okay, so let's get into your clarifiers and start getting into that, because the moon is an interesting energy. Okay, now in this card, this figure is staring off at the moon with that wolf that's baying at the moon. And in other decks, it's usually there's a poor little lobster that needs to get to the other side and needs to cross these wild animals, and there's a fear that it's not going to make it to the other side. This is what the moon card is about. It's a little bit about fear. Okay, now sometimes it's about insecurity. Okay, or it sometimes is about illusions. We have ideas in our head. We have these notions, these things that we fear, or these things that we doubt. Maybe it's not fear for you. Maybe it's just a little bit of doubt. And you would want to go into your solitude and into your quiet time because you doubt something, or you feel like perhaps you have some kind of insecurity there, or something that is holding you back. You have the Four of Swords here, which is the card of rest, recovery, healing. So it is a time for you to step back. It certainly is reiterating the messages I'm getting right now, which is you need to be in solitude. You need the time for rest and recovery, because the moon is saying, sometimes it's the subconscious. Okay, the subconscious is there, and it's saying, the messages don't jump to conclusions. Okay, but there may be something also hidden here, and the only way for you to uncover it is through being able to step back with the Four of Swords and say to yourself, all right, I'm stepping back. Let me look at this and see what I can do with this, and how I might just take some time to heal, some time to I don't know, maybe recharge your batteries. For some of you, you need that quiet to recharge your batteries. Now, interestingly enough, the Four of Swords is also a card that says inspiration is received through dreams. And that is interesting that it is here for you, because it is clarifying the Moon card. And the Moon card is too sometimes the card of dreams. So for you in this first part of the month, there is potential that dreams are talking to you, or things are happening in your dreams that you should be paying attention to. All right, so I would tell you to do that. All right, so let's continue to clarify the Moon card. Five of Pentacles is out in the cold. Okay, you notice the card of feeling out in the cold, but I think you're okay with that. You don't mind. You're actually setting yourself up to be alone, to be on the outside, not to be on the inside where all the action is. I know that that's what you're doing here with this Five of Pentacles, okay? And this Moon card. I feel like you are purposely putting on the do not disturb sign, and you are actually enjoying the silence. You're enjoying being on the outs of things and not being in the hubbub and the craziness of life. You're okay to be sitting on the couch and watching Netflix and just doing that, and having the phone turned off, or you know, not answering emails or what have you. I feel like you're okay with that, because you have the Two of Wands, which is you get an opportunity here to plan something new. Okay, Two of Wands has you know, usually is in you know, a setting of being in a castle where you're in a nice environment, right? You'd be in an environment where, you know, nothing's going to hurt you. You're well off. You're taken care of, and what have you. And yet the character generally holds a world in their hand, and they're looking at the big picture and looking at how whatever their next move might be from the comfort of a really nice place, right? Being in the comfort of that castle. So for you, I'm seeing that you are definitely, you know, this is an energy of you having to, I would say it's an energy of you having to make plans, and you can do that from the solitude. You can do that from the quiet space where I said you put up the do not disturb sign. Inside that room where you put the do not disturb sign, you can find the energy to plan your next move or what have you. Okay, so we get into this King of Cups, and usually this King of Cups is about balance and harmony, and I feel for you this is more about protection. All right, as I said, there's shark-infested waters, and there's an element here of we're not putting that ship into those shark-infested waters until the way is clear. So you are not putting yourself out there till you feel you're good and darn and ready to do so. Okay, that's why I said for you, it's not out of the ordinary for you to be the lone wolf, but only you know when the timing is right for you. Okay, so, and I feel like also you have no problems setting boundaries here. Okay, and you will set up the appropriate boundaries, or you'll find the right words for people to set up the boundaries, and just say, you know what, I'm fine. I just want to be alone right now. I'm you know, I'm very happy. No, nothing's wrong. All right. And I feel like it's a time for you to really feel like you're going to just work on yourself a little bit. There's the Empress card. Okay. Empress is the card of nurturing, right? It's the card of growth and development, but sometimes it's self-development that is required, all right? So I feel like this is a really good time for you to be working on yourself. It's a good time for you to be working on whatever things, hobbies, and things that you enjoy. You know, takes up some of your time, but it's not a mental thing. You know, it's maybe those physical things, whatever the hobbies are, like, you know, maybe you do puzzles, or maybe you knit, or, you know, maybe you build model planes or something to do with your hands. And I feel like somebody is doing that kind of stuff, and it allows you to make space in your mind, but at the same time it keeps you a little busy while you're by yourself. Okay, so I feel like that is, you know, a time for others of you, you'll be finishing up your projects. Okay, and you know, you do have the Two of Swords here, which is an interesting energy, because the Two of Swords says you're stuck, like the Hangman. You're stuck in the middle. You can't see whether, you know, you have a blindfold on, so you can't see which way you're going, left, right, or otherwise. But I do feel like it's okay to be in the middle sometimes, right? Don't always have to be deciding go left, or then I gotta go right, and then I gotta go left. Sometimes it's okay just to sit in the middle energy, and that's what you're doing at this time, all right? So you're finishing up your projects, and I feel like you're freeing up your time for you, okay? High Priestess, yeah, listen to your intuition. It's talking to you. See the signs, listen to the messages that you're getting, dear Scorpio, that it is not the right timing for you to put yourself out there, at least not at the beginning of the month. Even as we move into this third week with this Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is a solitary energy as well. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is an independent type of energy, right? So it's an energy of saying, you know what, I'm very happy here by myself. I'm in my own garden, and I have everything I need. I don't need anything from the outside world. I have money, I have my house, I have my garden, the weather's lovely, or whatever. Can do my own thing. You know, nobody's bugging me. This is an energy of feeling secure and feeling sound and feeling very independent, right? Now, for others of you, it's because you've worked hard, and so you are reaping the rewards now as well. And so you're feeling like you can savor this and just be on your own with this independent, you know, feelings that you're having. If you do need to do some important something, let's say work-wise, whatever that might be for you, I'm just getting a message, so I have to give it out. If you need to do some negotiations, or, you know, sign contracts or something like that, or have conversations with people that are going to affect your independence, that's why they're giving it to me right now with this Nine of Pentacles, I would tell you, just wait. Just wait until the end of the month when you have that Sun card, all right? Just because I feel like if you do any of these important conversations, important negotiations, I feel like they're going to fall apart. So you might as well just, you know, wait till the end of the month when you can find the right words, and then you can seal the deal. But for now, you should stay in your Nine of Pentacles independent energy, and you can just hang back there a little bit. Yeah, you have the Three of Swords, so it would be just a temporary, you know, temporary time left to be by yourself. Enjoy that, is what they're telling me, but at the same time, do not get into those negotiations, because they will not go well if you start getting into that, and you really start to, I want to say that you'll just, you know, I don't think it will be worth your while. You'll have spent the effort, you'll have done the effort to just, you know, get into something, and it won't have worked. Okay, guess what? You have the Five of Swords, so that's exactly what I just said. You might be disappointed. Okay, with this here, you might be biting off more than you can chew when you're getting into these negotiations or these these things that you have to do if you need to have important conversations in the month. Just save it. Save it. Wait till the very end of the month. Push it off as far as you can, particularly to the last week. If that's possible, I just say hold back, okay? I just feel that is so much better. And you also had the 9 of Pentacles come out again. So 9 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles, that's a doubling down of the message. That's the universe's way of saying, listen to this message, it's important. Okay, so it's important for you not to get involved in negotiations and things that are just not going to be good for you at this time. All right, save it to the end of the month. Why do I keep saying save it to the end of the month? I just feel like if you do that, that's the time you can seal the deal. You can seal the deal at the end of the month. You can talk your way into something better there at that point. Maybe it's a negotiation of higher income or something for some of you, all right? I just feel like for some of you, you know, the better time to do that is at the end of the month. You have the Temperance card, which is the card of patience, right? Patience is important. Patience is, you know, Temperance is the card of balance. Temperance is the card of saying, wait, timing is everything, all right? So the timing is better when you wait till the end of the month and hold back just a little bit. I think that when you get to the end of the month, if you have to do a negotiation and sign some contracts, that's when you do it. That's when you release, and that's when you don't hold back anymore, okay? You go for it then, okay? Let's see what else they got for you. Yeah, I feel like, you know, the everything works out much better for you in that last week. You know, as I said, once you get into the latter half of the month, the sun is shining on you because, you know, the sun has actually moved into Scorpio. So I feel like, you know, your situation improves dramatically. Now, I have to tell you this because I got the Lover's card and they're giving me a specific message. Again, this won't be for everybody, but it will certainly be for some of you. And, you know, small percentage of you, but I'm feeling for some of you, I feel like there's a secret crush that's revealed at the end of this month here, okay? Maybe even mid-month, as early as mid-month, but it is coming out in that last week, so I'm feeling for you that it's probably in the last week. There could be a little love affair there for somebody, all right? And maybe a little clandestine affair is what's going on over there. I don't know who that's for. I have to give the message when I get it. But I would just say, you know, there is a saying that says, you know, how's the saying go? Something like what happens in Vegas, right? Basically stays in Vegas. So whatever's going to happen there, if it's not meant to be long term, don't worry about it. You know, I think it's mum's the word between you and it'll all be fine. Okay? But, you know, but obviously you're in full swing, right? You're absolutely in full swing with that sun card and that you're definitely back out there feeling better. Or at least not feeling so like the lone wolf, and putting yourself back out there because you have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is an energy of hard work. It's an energy of, you know, she builds the environment that she wants and then reaps the rewards of that hard work. All right, Scorpio, let's see what the Oracle has for you. What message do you have, please, for... Do you have a message, please, for Scorpio for October? Message, please. I prefer when the messages pop out as opposed to me just grabbing a card in the deck. So just give me a little bit here. Cards are a little bit resistant. The oracle cards are a bit resistant for you. Oh, something popped out. Something flipped anyway. Let's see what's this card here. Number 52. It says mending. I don't think I've ever seen this card come out. At least it's never come out very often. Let's see what number 52 says. 52. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. Wow, that's pretty appropriate, I would say, particularly to the energy I was feeling at the beginning of the month there for you, of doubt, of fear, of wanting to protect yourself a little bit. It's maybe time to mend some fences there, Scorpio. I'd say a good time to do that. All right, I'll leave the reading there for now, and I hope there was something in it that resonated. Please do me a favor and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell if you want to know when I drop my next video. I have also put up videos for a 3-month look ahead for the last 3 months of October, last 3 months of 2025, which is October, November, and December. And if you haven't seen those, then, you can take a look on the channel and find them and listen to those. And if you have already, great. I'll see you again very soon, my friends. Until then, please know that I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.